Adding tables in design view. First, when you open MS Access, it will be in data sheet view. This is the data sheet view. You can see here, this is data sheet view. Okay, by default, a blank database displays a single table. You can see this is a single table, table 1. Okay, and MS Access allows you to add new tables to an existing database. Now we can learn how to add tables in design view. This is data sheet view. We have to add table in design view. For that, you have to click on the create tab, and here you can see table design option is there. You have to click on that. Okay, this table design option is there in tables group. This is the tables group. You have to click on the table design option. So here you can see this is the design view. Here in the status bar also we can see there is design view. It is given. Okay, as I told earlier, see this is the field definition grid. This is the field definition grid. Here you can add the name of the field, data type and its description, which is optional. Okay, and here this is the field properties pane. This is the field properties pane. Okay, and here you can see there are two tabs, general and lookup. Okay, general and lookup. So now to add a field in a table, you have to click here and type a name in the field name column. You can say here we can write roll number or number. Okay, and now press the down arrow key to move the cursor to the next field name cell. Okay, here you can enter a new field name like date of birth. Okay, so this is the field 1 and this is the field 2. Now setting the data type. By default, MS Access assigns the short text. Here you can see short text data type in each field. In each field it will have the data type as short text. Okay, in the data type column, click on the down arrow. You can see here there is a down arrow. Click on it and you can choose any of this desired data type which you want. So roll number can be a number or a long text, anything. We can give it as roll number. So let it be number. Okay, and you can give its description if you want. Okay, and it is optional. If you don't give, doesn't matter. And here also you can see date of birth. So date of birth should be of which data type? It should be of date and time. So we can set it like that. Next, setting field properties. Every field in a table has its own set of properties as per the selected data type. Okay, so now I have selected roll number field. Here you can see it will have many field properties. It has many field properties here. Okay, their characteristics. Properties means it is a characteristics of a field. Okay, you can set the field properties to control the appearance of the data on screen. Okay, so first one you can see it is given field size. It specifies the maximum size of the data stored in the text or number fields. Okay, next is the format. This property specifies how the data in a field will be displayed. The options in the format property change as per the data type. Okay, for example, the format property for date and time, number and logical data are different. Next, you can see there is input mask. It defines the pattern or kind of a mask for the data that is to be entered in the field. For example, when we type password, so when we type password, it should not be seen in that field. So we add star there. So they are masking the input. Okay, that is input mask. Next is caption. It is used as an alternative name for the field. It adds a label or heading for a field and is displayed only in the datasheet view. Then there is default value. This property is used to specify a value that is automatically entered in the field when a new record is added. Next, you can see there is validation rule. This is an expression that limits the values that can be entered in the field. Okay, we can give a rule, that is validation rule greater than or equal to 50. So, no number which is greater than 50 will be stored in this field. Next, validation text. It customizes the error message that appears when you enter a value that is prohibited by the validation rule. When you enter anything wrong in the specific field, this validation text will give us a message, pop-up message. Okay. Then required. It is used to specify if a value is required in a field. The default value of this property is no, which means a field can be left blank. Okay. Even if a field is left blank, there is no matter. We can save the file. Okay. So after creating such things, we need to save a table. For saving the table, first we can click on the save button, which is there in the quick access toolbar, or in the file tab. You can see there is save option and save as option. Okay, now let me click on the save button. Here you can give a name. I have given the name students info, and then we have to just click OK. Adding tables in datasheet view. Now, when you create a database using blank desktop database option, a new database with a blank table named table 1, here you can see, has appeared in the datasheet view. Here you can see the status bar. This is the datasheet view. Now we can create new table in this datasheet view. For that, we have to click on the Create tab. Here in the Tables option, you can see there is a table option in the Tables group. Now, you have to click on it. Now, we can create a new table in Datasheet view. Now, here to add a field in the Datasheet view, by default, the first field in the table in the datasheet view is ID. You can see there is ID. Okay, and it is auto number. Its status is auto number, or its property is auto number. Okay, next. Now you can see here there is a drop down arrow next to the click to add header. We have to click on it. Okay. Now select the required data type. Here you can see which data type you want. Let me click on short text. Okay. Now I can give the name. Okay. This field 1 heading. We can replace this heading by typing what name you want. So by default the name of that field will be field 1. You can also rename it by just double click on it. By double click you can give the first name. Okay. Now see, we renamed the field first name. Okay, the field 1 became first name. Let me add another field. Click here, write short text. Let me give the field name as last name. Okay, now again click here. Let me give the name as field name as short text and write it as class. So I have added 3 fields here. They are first name, last name and class. Okay. Now entering records in datasheet view. Till now we entered the fields. Okay, these are the fields: first name, last name and class. Now let me enter records. Now first click on the empty field below the first name file field header and let me enter here Ashish. Okay, next press tab key. Okay, it went to the next field. Here I can type Mehta. Next again tab and then enter the class 8. Okay. By this I have entered the field. Okay. By this I have entered the record, first record, that is with the ID 1, first name Ashish, Mehta, 8th standard. This is one record. The horizontal row is record and these are fields. Okay. So I have entered records in datasheet view. Now again when I press tab or enter key, cursor jump into the next ID field. Now again press tab and you can enter second record. Like you want to enter Sharon, tab, C, tab, 8, okay, tab. Like this I can enter how many records you want. You can enter as many records. Okay. So by this we can enter as many records as you want. Okay. Now to save this table, here also you have to click on the save button or save as. Okay. Save button, click on the table and click OK. This is saved. So by this we can add tables in datasheet. Thank you and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.